And our message to peaceful protesters around the world is the same and consistent. People should be allowed the right to assemble and to peacefully protest policies or laws or dictates that they take issue with.
The statement you issued, or that was issued earlier today, didn't include any explicit calls for China to stop detaining and harming protesters and journalists. Why not?
We're watching this closely, as you might expect we would. And again, we continue to stand up and support the right of peaceful protest. And I think we're going to watch this closely, and we'll see where things go. This is, I think, a moment to reassert what we believe in when it comes to free assembly and peaceful protest. And we've done that, and we'll continue to do that, whether it's people protesting in Iran or China or anywhere else around the world. Nothing's changed about the president's firm belief in the power of democracy and democratic institutions and how important that is. But this is really a moment, to put it back into your words, this is a moment for the Chinese people and the Chinese government to speak to. We have been nothing but clear and consistent, and I think you'll see that going forward.
I'm wondering, what is the president's reaction when he hears protesters in China chant freedom or Xi Jinping step down?
The president's not going to speak for protesters around the world. They're speaking for themselves.
And so there's no reaction?
These protesters are speaking for themselves. What we are doing is making it clear that we support the right of peaceful protest.
And then
steps moving the relationship forward in terms of a bilateral basis after the meeting between President Biden and Xi.
Right.
Is there any concern, or will those steps have any effect on how the U.S. responds to any Chinese response to the protests that are currently underway?
I think we're going to have to watch this going forward, Phil. What I can tell you is, as you and I are talking today, there's been no change to our desire to continue to see these channels of communication stay open. And we were heartened coming away from the G20 that both leaders were able to agree on getting some of these working level discussions back open. And so we're still in that mode, Phil, where we want to continue to get those discussions back up in play. And as for whether or not there'll be an impact from the protests, we're just going to have to, I think we're just, as I said, we're going to watch this and see where it goes.